the driver who was driving the car, he didn't saw the truck coming from the other side, and he took the turn towards the hills, and we went up the hill almost like 20 to 25 feet down, and my car stuck over there, and the army people rescued us. And after that, I do not remember anything. My eyes got open in the hospital in Delhi.
Okay.
So, uske beech ka I do not remember anything. We were 4 people in the car. All of us are safe. I got the most injured. But everybody got injured in that scenario. But yeah, I got the most injured. I got the spinal cord injury, which makes you paralyze the vertebra where you broke it. So mine was D4, D5. So I got chest down paralyzed.
How do you see yourself post that tragedy? I mean, the person you were before that tragedy, and how you turned out to be, how you transformed after that tragedy.
That I've said it 100 times, and I will say it 1,000 times again, that this is a blessing in disguise to me. Before injury, if you will see me, then I used to be a person who was very loud, very outgoing, going like socializing with people and doing a lot of things which a normal teenager do, not realizing that what the life is about. But once I got into this injury, I saw myself as a totally different person, because getting into a situation where you want to accept a situation is very difficult. So for me, accepting this situation was the biggest milestone of my life. That okay, I accepted that I'm on a wheelchair right now. Doctors are saying that you will not be able to walk, but there are no one to decide this thing. I promised my mother कि मैं किसी दिन आके ऐसे ही घंटी बजा दूँगा, आपको पता ही नहीं चलेगा.
When you found yourself in this situation, and then you decided that okay, fine, DJ is a career that I want to pursue. So what all things you considered initially in order to establish yourself in the field of DJ?
So in 2017, I decided to go out of my home because I started learning my car, driving my car on my own. So then I decided, okay, I have to go out and now see different institutes, or maybe somewhere I can get the same learning which everyone gets. So in the very starting, 9 out of 10 schools didn't accept me because I was on a wheelchair. So some of them even didn't understood that what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm on a wheelchair, I want to come and be a part of it.
So how does it feel to be India's first differently abled DJ?
It feels the same as everyone else, every other DJ. I do not see myself different in any way. DJing seems to be a very loud, very fashionable, very outgoing kind of a job, and very celebrity kind of a job. People see it like that, okay, DJ, but DJ takes a lot of patience, take a lot of dedication towards it, take a lot of practice towards it, because it's once you are behind that console, all the people who are on the dance floor are your responsibility.
नमस्कार हिंदुस्तानियों, आप सबका स्वागत है द ह्यूमंस ऑफ हिंदुस्तान के पॉडकास्ट शो द हिंदुस्तान चैप्टर्स में। और आज हमारे साथ जो गेस्ट मौजूद हैं उनका नाम है वरुण खुल्लर। वरुण खुल्लर इज़ इंडियाज़ फर्स्ट डिफरेंटली एबल डीजे एंड म्यूज़िक प्रोड्यूसर। डीजे की दुनिया में, डीजे के जगत में इनको डीजे आमिश के नाम से भी जाना जाता है। वेलकम वरुण, वेलकम टू द ह्यूमंस ऑफ हिंदुस्तान पॉडकास्ट शो।
Thank you so much, and it's a pleasure to be here. And finally, like you said before, also like we met.
Correct.
We have already covered my stories a couple of times and all.
And I'm pleased and I'm glad that we finally met.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. Yeah.
So Varun, let's begin by telling us a bit about yourself, your background, your upbringing, and everything in between.
So if I talk about my background, so I come from a family of engineers, but I opted to go into the commerce field. And after that, I did my graduation in foreign trade and international practices from Delhi University, College of Vocational Studies. And then I did a job for 1 year, and I was doing my mass comm and journalism from MIT when I got into this injury. And at that very time also, I was learning DJing also. But then this accident came in between. So I met with this accident in 2014 on 7th of June. So sorry. And so मैं अपनी actually internship कर रहा था CNN IBM में. And so when you are doing mass comm and journalism, so in last 6 months you have to do the internship. So they gave me the option, and they allowed me to do that for 6 months, and then they offered me the job. But हम लोग ऐसे ही 4 दोस्त थे, हमने बहुत ही simple सा, like it was a very casual plan, sitting like 4 friends were sitting, and they were like that. We all were like that कि अभी हम internship करके हटे हैं, college भी हो रहा है, तो let's make a plan to mountains for 3-4 days. And so on 7th of June 2014, I got into this accident. We have already talked about it also before, that the driver who was driving the car, he didn't saw the truck coming from the other side, and he took the turn towards the hills, and we went off the hill almost like 25 feet down, and my car stuck over there, and the army people rescued us. And after that, I do not remember anything. My eyes got open in the hospital in Delhi.
Okay.
तो उसके बीच का I do not remember anything.
जो आपके दोस्त थे आप लोग सब, तो आई एम श्योर बाकी सब भी सेफ हैं अभी.
हाँ, मेरे साथ we were 4 people in the car. All of us are safe. I got the most injured.
अच्छा.
But everybody got injured in that scenario. But yeah, I got the most injured. I got the spinal cord injury, which makes you paralyze the vertebra where you broke it. So mine was D4, D5. So I got chest down paralyzed.
So वरुण, हमें बताइए अपनी जर्नी के बारे में. आपकी ये जो डीजे जर्नी है ये कैसे स्टार्ट हुई? आई एम श्योर अभी आपने बोला कि आपका एक वो ट्रैजिक इंसिडेंट हुआ था, तो टेक अस थ्रू दैट जर्नी. उसके बाद आपकी लाइफ में क्या क्या चैलेंजेस आए, एंड व्हेन डिड यू रियली फेल्ट लाइक ओके आई कैन मेक सेंस टू माय लाइफ नाउ विद अ करियर इन डीजे?
So if I talk about my interest in music, it comes to me from my father, क्योंकि वो काफ़ी एक अच्छे म्यूज़िक लिसनर थे. सो सिंस माई चाइल्डहुड आई हैव लिसन टू multiple genres of music through him, from ghazals to hard rock to rock to different kind of music, even Beethoven also. Like he used to listen to Beethoven as well. So वो एक scenario था कि where I started building taste towards music. But eventually when I got into my teenage and I started listening to hip hop and all the new genres which were coming like house and all, so I got too much influence from that, and I made my mind in my school days only that I want to get into music production and DJing. But as we all know that we come through a limitation that this is not considered as a profession in our households. तो वो एक scenario ऐसा था कि that where I had a discussion with my father that I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do this in your way, that I will join mass comm and journalism and then I will pursue that.
Okay.
So that even you do not think that I do not have a plan B regarding the same.
Correct.
So because after foreign trade and international practices, I totally took a different turn getting into mass comm and journalism. But that was purely because I wanted to get into DJing. तो वो scenario ऐसे ही हुआ कि that built up music वहाँ से हुआ. And after my injury, why the only thing after 6-7 months, I was into too much of chaos, you can say, or either you can say depression, because I was trying to get out of it, that this thing has happened with me. I will not, like the doctors are saying that you will never be able to walk. So that was the scenario where for 6 months I was not able to understand that what to do. But the 7th month, when nothing was changing, I made my mind that let's try to do things which you always wanted to do, and nobody is judging you in this moment. Family की कोई expectation नहीं है, because I'm into such kind of an injury that they are not going to push me to do anything right now. And with me also, I'm just into that situation where I have time with me. So 7th-8th month, I asked my brother to get me the book Ableton.
Okay.
So I like a tutorial book for Ableton. I got the manual and all and started reading it. And eventually वो time निकलता गया, and I also started building the same interest which I used to have. And वो time का भी नहीं पता चला, and with different scenarios like doing physiotherapy, getting out of my home, and all these things started changing the different scenarios. So basically what I think is that when we get ourselves stuck into a situation, we keep thinking about it.
Correct.
We do not try to get out of it, because we try to build a certain kind of factors related to it, like maybe somebody else's perception, maybe ये fear है मेरा इसको लेके कि मैं बेड से शिफ्ट होऊंगा तो गिर ना जाऊँ. अगर मेरी एक सिचुएशन ऐसी है तो इसमें बहुत सारे ऐसे फैक्टर्स हैं which can make me trouble every single day. So वो चीज़ों को फैक्टर्स को लेके, तो वो I think that those were the things which were making me stopping me to do what I really wanted to do. But once I started understanding that there's a life beyond all these things, so it started changing, and I started learning music again, and I'm sitting in front of you now.
Okay, so I'm sure Varun, बहुत challenging रहा होगा initially.
Yeah, it was.
To get used to this changed life, this new life that life has thrown at you. So this brings me to this question, Varun. How do you see yourself post that tragedy. I mean, the person you were before that tragedy, and how you became, how you turned out to be, how you transformed after that tragedy.
I think that I've said it 100 times, and I will say it 1,000 times again, that this is a blessing in disguise to me. Maybe I would not have understood a lot of things in my life if I would not have got into this situation. People see it as, okay, I'm not walking, but I know that how much I've learned from this situation. And maybe patience is one of the most important thing, and acceptance, which this injury made me learn. And one thing more which I learned from this is that if you really want to do something, there's nothing which there's no obstacle in front of you. You are the only obstacle in front of you if you really want to do things. So, agar aap mera post before injury, if you will see me, then I used to be a person who was very loud, very outgoing, going like socializing with people and doing a lot of things which a normal teenager do, not realizing that what the life is about. But once I got into this injury, I saw myself as a totally different person. Because getting into a situation where you want to accept a situation is very difficult. So for me, accepting this situation was the biggest milestone of my life. That okay, I accepted that I'm on a wheelchair right now. Doctors are saying that you will not be able to walk, but there are no one to decide this thing. I promised my mother कि मैं किस दिन आके ऐसी घंटी बजा दूंगा, आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा. तो वो मेरे अंदर का एक scenario है that I'm accepting it, but on the other hand, I'm also accepting this fact that yes, I will be able to achieve the other thing. So I think that is the main thing which I achieved from both the scenarios. Maybe a person who was maybe a college-going student who was very loud, socializing, not able to understand life in a totally right way. And after my injury, a totally different person who understood that what is patience, what is life is about, and how you have to overcome all the things all the different factors which used to affect me before my injury do not affect me now. Because I think that those were not the real issues which we face every single day. So that is the main scenario, I think, which changed me in a very different way.
So now take us through your journey into the world of DJing.
Yeah.
आपने when you found yourself in this situation, and then you decided that okay, fine, DJ is a career that I want to pursue. So what all things you considered initially in order to establish yourself in the field of DJ? तो आपको क्या challenges face हुए उसमें, और क्या क्या opportunities भी मिली during your journey?
So मैंने जब अपना ये I learned music production through manuals and all of these things. I never learned music production from anyone. After that, when I wanted to get into DJing, so there are equipments which you have to be used to. You should know your equipment. So in 2017, I decided to go out of my home because I started learning my car, driving my car on my own. So then I decided, okay, I have to go out and now see different institutes, or maybe somewhere I can get the same learning which everyone gets. So in the very starting, 9 out of 10 schools didn't accept me because I was on a wheelchair. So some of them even didn't understood that what I'm talking about. That okay, I'm on a wheelchair, I want to come and be a part of it. And so in the very when I was going through this process, then I found one institute which was in Gurgaon. So they made a little bit things possible for me, and I learned the DJing over there. And then I went out like a normal person, the way a normal person goes out and starts his or her struggle as a DJ. And in the very starting, it was very difficult because people do not understand that what I'm talking, in our kind of situation, because I'm not going to only blame the people who are out there not making things accessible, because people like us also are not coming out of their homes. Everybody are, if you really want to make something change, then you have to a little bit loud about it. Maybe tell the other person I also exist. So you have to make the changes. Once I started doing so, I found a lot of support in between. Like Lalit Hotels came and they made the whole hotel accessible for me. I did my residency with them for almost 4 or 5 years. So it is about that how you portray yourself and how you, if you really want to go out there and show that I want to work, then people are there who support you.
Correct.
But still, I will say that there is a little bit of bubble out there which should burst, that people should not see anyone as different. Not in my condition, in any other condition also. That it should be a part of society. Then I think that this issue will not prevail. Because अगर एक किसी इंसान को एक बिल्डिंग बनाते हुए वो किसी को डिफरेंटली देखेगा ही नहीं, तो उसके दिमाग में हमेशा पहले से ही सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में रहेगा that I have to make a rank.
Correct.
So that is the only difference which I think. Or on the other side, the people, like I will say that, who are in some or the other difficult situation, they should come out of their homes and show their faces to different places where they want to go. And with my own experience, people change if you go out and if you tell them yeah, not 100%, but maybe 80-90% change.
Correct.
Yeah.
So how does it feel to be India's first differently abled DJ?
It feels the same as everyone else, every other DJ. I do not see myself different in any way. I just see myself that I have a little bit less capacity to do things. Maybe yours is 100% to do. Maybe you do think you open that door in maybe 1 minute, so I open that door in 1 minute 20 seconds. That's the only difference which I see in myself. So as a DJ also, I never saw myself as a very different out there. I just see myself as a DJ and who is just trying to live his journey as a DJ. That's all.
Okay. So, being India's first differently able DJ, तो आपको लगता है कि आप रिस्पॉन्सिबल हैं टूवर्ड्स द डिफरेंटली एबल्ड कम्युनिटी, या अपने आप को आप सिर्फ एक आर्टिस्ट की तरह देखते हैं?
See, I try to be vocal about it where I can. But with time, I've understood one thing, that once you start too much vocal about it, then sometimes things get backfired to you also. That I am talking about accessibility, but people are not coming out of their homes. You have to understand. There's a very simple fact. See, I wanted to become a DJ. I became a DJ. Nothing stopped me. I wanted to do it. I did it. So in the same scenario, if people really want that accessibility change, then it should be both sides. It cannot be changed one side. If I am the only one and who is going out there and talking about it, then it is not going to change. If people like me who are like hundreds of out there and talking about it, there are people who are talking about it, hundreds of like me. But at a certain point of time, they also stop. So that is the only thing which I think. And baki, agar if you say that if I see anyone who is in this kind of an injury or something, I always try to support that person, because I think that everyone should live their life like they think about it. Like कि अगर उनको एक scenario में, if they want their life to be lived in a certain scenario, and just because of this thing that they have a certain kind of a thinking in their mind that they cannot go out of their homes just because accessibility is not there, or maybe people are not going to accept them. Maybe they are roaming in a mall and people are going to see them in a certain way. It is all in their head. And on the other side, all the properties and all these places should consider people who are in different scenarios, not only people who are sitting on the wheelchair. Maybe a blind person, you should make binary boards on every single toilet or every single hotel room and everything. So it should be like that.
Correct.
If it is going to come both ways, then I think it will work.
Okay, so Varun, what does music mean to you? Is it sort of a therapy? Is it sort of your self-expression, or is it any empowerment? What feeling does it give to you?
I think for me, music is life, because with time I've realized one thing, that music is the only source in this world which can put you into any kind of emotion. If you are happy, you listen to a certain type of music. If you are sad, then you listen to a certain type of music. If you want to dance, then you listen to a certain type of music. So it is basically that it works with your emotion. With me, when I was struggling to get out of my thoughts, music played a very important role, because it didn't make me realize that I'm sitting on a wheelchair for a very long time. Because the moment I sit into that console where I want to either perform as a DJ or either I'm sitting at my laptop to produce music, तो वो एक बहुत different scenario हो जाता है मेरे लिए. And I think that it's a very pure form of expression and a very pure form of therapy also, I will say, because it was therapy to me in that very scenario. Because listening to a different kind of music and getting out of a lot of thoughts which you are building in your head is a totally music plays a very important part in my life. It is a kind of a therapy, I will say.
Okay, so this brings me to another question, Varun. You said that music is not only a part of your life, Music is a part of your soul now.
Yeah.
So, is there any particular type of music or genre that you listen to when you are down or when you are not in that mood to lift your mood?
I really like 80s, 90s rock and the oldies like Pink Floyd and all these, like Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, and all the rock and all the 80s, 90s, and 2000 music. It puts me to a state where I get out of my worries. But with me, it is not a very particular kind of a thing. It depends on that what kind of a scenario I am in, what kind of music I'm listening to. In that way, sometimes it is hip hop, sometimes it is maybe rock, sometimes it is maybe totally a different scenario. So, music. For me, like if I'm into a certain kind of a situation, I go to a certain type of music because it helps me to get out.
And that certain type of music is 80s, 90s rock.
Yeah, for me right now, I'm listening to 80s, 90s a lot these days. Yeah, but before this also, I really like that era because I think that's the golden era of music, and I respect that we all are producing music through electronics these days, but that era has changed the whole scenario where we are right now. So I really like legends like Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, and all these. Yeah.
So, is there any particular signature music of yours that you generally like to play when you are in a club or DJ?
I play more of melodic and progressive house and housey music. Yeah, that is a certain type of genre which I usually do. So I produce my music also in the same genre.
Okay.
So I follow a certain music now. But when I was doing my residency, I used to play every kind of music, hip hop, rock, everything, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, Varun, tell us about what you are doing at present. Are you playing for any of the properties, or are you playing in any of the concerts? What do you usually do in your day-to-day life?
So right now, so last year I was with TN Talent, so I left them, and now I'm actually working to build a show around me.
Okay.
Because I think that it's time that I really do not want to go to properties and talk about make the accessible console and all of these things. So I really thinking of making a show around me, which if I want to perform somewhere, then the whole setup will go like that.
Okay.
And it is going to be an audio-visual show and mostly all original music, which I'm working on right now. So that is something which I'm planning for in the coming months. Beside that, I program a lot of properties also. I did in the recent times. So basically programming the properties for DJ nights and bringing different artists to the property. And I'm running my academy also, the Grey Room.
Okay.
Which is a kind of a community for musicians. It is not a school, but it is basically telling you that how music works and how the DJing community works.
Okay.
It is not only telling you that this is the knowledge, which is the bookish knowledge. We do not talk about any bookish knowledge. We talk about that. We do not talk about that how to mix. We more talk about that how the journey should prevail. And other than that, I am building my clothing brand also more or less.
Oh, nice.
So which is most probably launching next month.
Okay.
So this is the one more or less. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah. So I'm working on it also. So it is. I'm a little bit more inclined towards fashion and all from that is also one of the interests which I built with time. So with time I decided to open this and with a story behind, so which all of you will get to know.
Great, awesome. So this intrigues me, and I want to ask really, Varun, ये जो brand आप fashion brand build कर रहे हो, so will it also have hints of your love for music?
Yes, it will have, but I really wanted to. So I think that clothing is also something which connects people to you. Because if you see all these brands, why people go back to them and buy their clothing, because they connect to them. It is not that you find different brands like t-shirts everywhere, but still a person will go to a certain brand and buy it.
Correct.
So with me also, more or less, I wanted to build a story behind it. So the very first series which we are launching is called The Perception. So it will talk about music also in that later stage, but Yes, it's a very different kind of approach towards fashion. You will get to know very soon.
Okay.
So most probably next month we are trying to launch.
Sounds exciting enough. Can't wait. So Varun, how do you bring your uniqueness into a world where DJs are often stereotyped into certain sort of styles? So is there any particular thing you try to do different?
So Prashant, basically for me, if I'm behind the console, it is more about storytelling. As a resident, I've played that stereotype kind of a DJ because everybody needs those 100 songs which are going in the market right now. But yes, for me now the whole perspective towards that has changed, and I really looking forward to bring that storytelling more. So like I talked about it, like I'm building an audiovisual show around it. So that is something which I'm doing thinking of doing very different with my scenario now. But yes, I'm more of a storyteller kind of a DJ rather than believing in those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great, awesome. So this brings me to the question, Varun, is there any particular track or genre that you listen to when you are feeling down or just to uplift your mood?
For me, music depends upon the state in which I am. If I want to be alone and if I want to sit behind and just listen to music, if I'm going through a difficult situation, I go through a different kind of music in that way scenario. Like I really like Pink Floyd and all these, but not a very particular song which I go through. In my journey also, if I see myself, if I want to relate one song for my journey also, I cannot, because for me, my journey changes every single time. If I achieve something, then there's something out there. Right now, I was listening to Handlebars by Flaubert, like it's a hip hop song oldie. So it's a favorite one right now. And Passion by Geralda, it also makes me feel good when I'm listening to it. But still, I will not say that there is one particular song because it's a very vast ocean in front of you.
Okay. So Varun, this brings me to the question: if you would like to collaborate with any of the artists in the world, so who would that be?
Ben Momer. He's like he's one I see as a he's one I'm seeing to these days and trying to bring myself to a certain level where he is right now. And in India, if I talk about, then I really want to collaborate with Blot, Gaurav. He is also one of the inspirations for me when I started my journey as a DJ. So yeah, in the timeline maybe you will see those collaborations.
Oh, great!
Very much
Awesome.
Optimistic about it.
Looking forward.
Yeah, same.
Great, awesome. So, is there any one dream festival or any location that is there in your bucket list where you would like to
A
perform?
lot of them. There are a lot of. I still believe that I've not even seen 10% of my journey till yet. I think there's a lot to see. And these dream locations like Ibiza, I really want to play Burning Man. I really want to go through those open airs of Anjuna Deep. So there are a lot of things which are manifesting. Maybe you will see me in all of these places real soon. And just working to be there. Yeah.
Let's hope for that.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Varun, what does a normal day, a day in your life looks like when you are not behind the console?
So I most of my day goes in the studio where either I'm producing or either teaching someone, or so I once I wake up in the morning, I make the agendas. So in my note list, you will always see 10 points which I have to complete every single day. If I'm able to complete 6, then 4 goes the other day, and then again 6 adds up. So the whole day goes like that. And right now I'm more into producing music, so most of my day goes in the studio, or either teaching someone, or I really love playing games, so I either playing PlayStation. So that is the only 3-4 scenarios in which you will see me.
Great. So Varun, if there is one thing, if you have the power to change any one thing about people's mindset in the society towards differently abled, so what that thing would be?
Do not see anyone as different. So basically, sometimes your perception about something, maybe if someone is seeing me going in a mall, I do not get affected by that thought, but someone else can. So it is basically that see everyone as equal. Like आप ये सोचो ही मत कि कोई different है. अगर मैं बैठा हूँ तो वो मेरे लिए है. Like आप मेरे को बेचारा या मेरे को sympathy देके, मतलब I do not take it, but once people start taking those sympathies from people, then they start degrading themselves in their own eyes that, okay, maybe there's something that the other person is so much sympathetic towards you. It's better to empathize people. If you see someone in certain kind of a situation, try to understand that how he or she is living his or her life and how you can make them a little bit comfortable. You cannot do it in a day, but you can always empathize them that, okay, you are also capable of doing a lot of things which you want to do in your life. So that is the only thing. And with people, I think that if people are really going to see society as one, then it is also going to be beneficial for them as well, because a certain kind of situation can come into anybody's life anytime. Life is very uncertain in a way, because you cannot know that what is going to happen after 5 minutes. So it's better to see the whole scenario as such, that koi hai hi nahi different na. Like if I'm not going to believe that, okay, this is a person sitting on a wheelchair, then maybe he or she is a bechara, or maybe he or she is not able to do a lot of things. तो वो उनका माइंडसेट दूसरा कोई परसीव कर लेता है, वो किसी और का माइंडसेट है, एंड समवन एल्स स्टार्ट लिविंग दैट लाइफ. तो वो बस अगर चेंज हो जाए, एंड पीपल शुड कंसिडर एवरीवन एज अ पार्ट ऑफ सोसाइटी, तो वो अपने आप ही, अगर वो ऐसे कंसिडर करेंगे तो अपने आप ही एक्सेसिबिलिटी या मे बी empowering towards people with disability, or maybe creating job opportunities for people with disabilities, it will change. Even government will start seeing things in a certain way. Because right now, if I see things are changing, I will not say. If I will see myself sitting 7-8 years back, things were totally in a different way. But now things have changed. People are also changing. But I think that वो scenario ही नहीं होना चाहिए. मतलब with me, I think, with personally, after getting into this injury and living my life as a person on wheelchair, मुझे कहीं जाना होता है तो मैं अपने आप को कहीं, मतलब कोई ऐसी चीज़ नहीं है जो मेरे को रोक सकती है. बट वो केवल इसलिए हुआ क्योंकि मैंने वो थॉट लेना बंद कर दिया. आई डू नॉट गेट अफेक्टेड फ्रॉम ऑल ऑफ दीज फैक्टर्स एनीमोर. बट इफ पीपल रियली वांट टू, इफ आई रियली वांट टू put one thing which people should change, they should change their perspective towards a lot of things. And with people, if they see people in a certain scenario, just empathize. Just see yourself, just believe that if you are going to be in his or her shoes, how you are going to be.
Correct. Absolutely. So, Varun, is there any message that you would like to give to any aspiring DJ?
I think that just keep doing it, because it's a very difficult industry to prevail. So it's better that do not lose your charm just seeing that if things are not happening, just keep doing it. And DJing seems to be a very loud, very fashionable, very outgoing kind of a job, and very celebrity kind of a job. People see it like that, okay, DJ, but DJ takes a lot of patience, take a lot of dedication towards it, take a lot of practice towards it, because it's once you are behind that console, all the people who are on the dance floor are your responsibility now. And making all people dance to a certain kind of a thing, it takes a lot of patience, dedication and practice. So आप बस वो करते रहो, तो eventually everyone can reach to a certain point if they really want to. And if any factor is coming in between which you think is stopping you, I think that it is all in your head. I know the industry is a little bit difficult, but everyone can prevail if they want.
Okay, great. Thank you, Varun. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much
for coming to the Humans of Hindustan podcast show.
Same. Thank you so much.
I had a really nice conversation with you. It was quite an engagement. I got to learn a few things about DJ world as well. And it was great having you on our show.
Same.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prashant. Thank you.